Just to show you, bro, you don't never know who it could be, bro. You walk past people every day, you don't even know. You live with people, you don't even know their true intentions, bro. Or what they really got going on.
Hello. I know you know what's going on and why you were here. Okay?
Shorty just looked this.
I know you were talking on the phone with your husband right now. We're investigating a murder. Okay?
This is Ermelinda Palomo, a 50-year-old woman. She's about to realize that in less than 24 hours, her fiancé has become involved in a brutal and complex murder case.
Dang, one of the brothers, too. That's crazy.
On September 17th, the Romeoville police in Illinois received two separate calls. The first was from Rihanna, who reported that she had been trying to contact her sister, Zoraida Bartolome, but hadn't heard back from her or her husband, Alberto Roland. A short while later, Zoraida's mother called the police with a similar concern.
I'm calling for my daughter, Zoraida Bartolome. She lives on Concord Avenue,
Illinois.
Romeoville, Illinois, and we haven't heard from her or her husband or her children in the whole day. No answering the phone. If somebody can go by the house and check them, because the husband, they called from his work that he didn't show up to work. And he never, he's always at work.
A short while later, the police arrived at the couple's home on the 500 block of Concord Avenue to conduct a welfare check. No one answered the door, and there were no signs of movement inside the house.
Hey, I got a TV knocked over and a coffee table knocked over.
Nothing in this room.
I'm saying the lights are off. It's 9 o'clock on a Sunday.
And no, there's lights on in the back room. You can see
5 o'clock on a Sunday.
Come the back here.
When the officers entered the backyard and decided to go in through the porch, they found something they weren't prepared for.
Yeah. This one's open. Oh God.
I need more units here. Hold this.
Yep.
You with me. You guys hold the front, okay? From a position of cover, please. I don't know if anybody's in there or not.
You got another door right here.
Corey, come up here, cover this door. This window.
Got it.
Fuck, this lights is dead. God damn it.
Doors on that door over too.
Alright. Romeo, please, anybody here? Move up. Romeo, please, anybody here?
Body.
Hey.
Inside, police discovered a horrifying scene, the bodies of an entire family. Alberto Roland, 38, Zoraida Bartolome, 32, and their two young sons, 9-year-old Adriel and 7-year-old Diego, had all been shot to death with a 9mm gun. Even the family dogs had been killed.
Quiet couple. They kept to themselves. They maintained their yard.
That's crazy.
I never saw their kids out front. I only heard them in the back.
The police investigation began immediately. This couple had no criminal history, no financial or work-related issues, and had just bought this home in April of the same year to start a new life. Zoraida worked for an engineering company in Glendale Heights, while her husband was employed at a local liquor distribution company.
Investigation leads police to believe this happened between 9 p.m. on Saturday and 5 a.m. on Sunday morning.
Investigators found shell casings from a 9mm pistol, overturned furniture, and abandoned spray-painted profanity, an attempt to stage the crime as random. Alberto, awake during the attack, was shot in the hallway while trying to reach his family. The intruder gunned him down before killing Zoraida and their sons as they slept. With no murder weapon in the house, it was clear this was a targeted attack.
I recommend if you a family owner, if you got a family, bro, have something in the house, bro. Have a little piece with you in the house, bro. Like, you never know. I mean, if it's legal in your state, whatever, but regardless, have something in the house, bro. You gotta have something in the crib. They
not a murder-suicide.
And Romeoville police still very tight-lipped about a possible motive for the violence.
Detectives questioned Zoraida's co-workers and uncovered a crucial lead. She had been receiving threatening messages for weeks, warning that her life and her family were in danger. They also learned that Zoraida had been secretly involved with a co-worker, Nathaniel Huey Jr., 32, for nearly 4 months. Her husband, Alberto, was aware, but had agreed to stay for the sake of their children. The threat started shortly after Zoraida began
Okay, I know what happened. He had an affair. They both had an affair. They done mess around with each other. He just crashed out. He wasn't sure he crashed out. That's what happened. Simple as that. He crashed out.
Escalating over time as she ignored them. The messages warned that she, her children, and Nathaniel were in serious danger. A week before the murders, Alberto also started receiving similar threats.
Alberto ain't had
So,
nothing to do
what
with
can you
it.
tell us?
With mounting evidence, Nathaniel Huey Jr. became the prime suspect, the man behind the threats and the brutal murders. Detectives quickly tracked him down at his workplace and brought him in for questioning.
Are you married?
Yeah, but not.
Yeah, you is, man. You just told them everything they need to know right there. You snitching on your
So
own.
like church married, but not paper married?
Church married, not paper married.
Do you have
That
anything
don't
to do with
even
it?
make sense.
Okay. You know I have to ask, and you know that your number is going to be in her phone, and we're going to find your text messages, and we're going to find that stuff, and I want to get a surprise later on that you guys are fighting, or that there was something going on between you two, or the three of you that I don't know about, you know? Nothing like that?
Nobody was threatening anybody. We weren't fighting. Very shit like fucking angel, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I mean, did she ever tell you, like, you know, I'm worried, I'm scared of my husband, or I'm worried, I'm scared of a neighbor?
He didn't seem like threatening. The reason like we were like really like taking everything like really slow,
crazy.
Like he just seemed like he was a pretty nice, easygoing guy, but like just kind of one of those things of like, you know, she's not happy.
When you say you guys were gonna like move forward, so were you guys like actively looking to try to get a place together?
If y'all pay attention to his chest, they already know he lying. If y'all pay attention to his chest, look at his chest.
So were you guys like actively looking to try to get a place together or something?
He breathing hard. He like,
yeah, like, you know, it was going
breathing hard and fast, bro. He like in a ball. Does he know he's lying?
Kind of thing. So, yeah. Like, you know,
Nathaniel and Zoraida's relationship had grown intense. According to witnesses,
not a
they
good
saw
liar,
each other
bro.
as soulmates. Investigators also found love notes
He too
written
good
by
as close as he
Zoraida
too
in
guilty.
Nathaniel's workspace, further confirming their deep connection.
like I said, nothing against my wife, man, but like just a different connection with someone.
Yeah.
You know, that I just felt like really strong.
Detectives knew there was more to Nathaniel's story, and they were certain he knew something crucial. The day before the incident, Nathaniel left work earlier than usual and didn't return after the incident. Nathaniel's stepdaughter described him as paranoid, saying this behavior had only intensified in the weeks leading up to the murders. He often claimed that specific people or organizations were following him, and even went as far as protecting his digital devices from being monitored. Another suspicious detail was Nathaniel's business, and he owned a registered security services company that gave him access to various security equipment. Later that afternoon, on September 18th, after speaking with Nathaniel, the police headed to the Opon house. They planned to speak separately with his fiancée to see if they could find any more leads.
I know you know what's going on and why you were here. I know you were talking on the phone with your husband right now. We're investigating a murder. We have in our possession some phones, okay? And in those phones, we're doing what it's called a phone dump. We can retrieve those messages.
Okay.
We have retrieved those messages, all right? We've read them. They're pretty clear that somebody's pretty upset.
That's crazy.
At the victim, okay? Is there any way that these text messages are gonna come back to you? Or your name, or your phone, or anything associated with that?
He probably didn't even know you was
Why
messing
are
with
you
him.
scared of him?
Oh, I'm not scared. Why?
Okay. Why are you scared right now?
Because when I called him, because I was scared, I didn't know where he was.
Okay.
He said someone.
I'm sorry. I'd be scared because I'm sitting in a car with y'all. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't feel comfortable. That's why I would be scared. But hey,
Someone's following me.
Okay.
So I called and I called. And then I heard him say, "Why are you following me? Do you want to search the car?" And then someone said to him, "There are messages from you, and it's because her husband found out you were having an affair." And I didn't know that.
she didn't know nothing.
That he was having an affair.
Okay. When did you find that out? Right
I
now?
just heard him.
Okay.
I found out just now.
When's the last time that he had an affair? Because I know this is not the first time.
No, it's not.
Okay. When's the last time you knew Jennifer?
When we first started dating.
2015?
2015 to maybe 17.
You should have left him.
What
I
about
ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
a man by the name of
That's what
Alberto?
I believe in that wholeheartedly. Once a cheater, bro, this is gonna be a cheater. Like you can't trust them. I done been through it, bro. You can't trust a cheater.
Rolon?
Have I ever heard of a man?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, people make mistakes.
So when we asked your husband if he knew this person,
Soraya,
he said, I've never heard that name. Why would he be lying to us?
I don't know. I don't know.
Should I believe him?
I don't know.
What I would like to ask you is, either Friday or Saturday night, did he go out with his friends?
No.
Did he work?
Friday night, no. He was with me.
Saturday night.
No.
Ermelinda claims that Nathaniel was at home on Friday and Saturday night and couldn't have left the house. She says her daughters are witnesses to this and can confirm it.
What we're asking for is consent to get the text messages off your phone between you and her, to Snapchat or whatever it is between you, so we have both sides of it. Trying to eliminate you as a suspect, but...
It's on the computer, or you can get it on the computer.
No, we have to take the phone, we plug it in, we take it out, and we give you the phone.
Oh, he want that phone, boy.
The most important...
boy, you got all them videos, them pics. Bro. And you heard the officer, he said he want the Snapchat
Important
too.
evidence the police currently have are the text messages. These could provide crucial information once the sender and the full story are revealed. The police asked Nathaniel for permission to search his phone and to collect a DNA sample.
No more. I want kick.
How about this? How about I come see you guys later today after work or something like that? Because I got fucking other shit in there that I don't necessarily want you to be like looking at. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
Told you.
But again,
I promise you, I don't care what you look at.
No, it's not like fucking like freak shit.
When questioned by police about the threatening messages to Zoraida and Alberto, Nathaniel claimed he had no knowledge of them and there was no evidence linking him to the messages.
I don't mean any disrespect. I promise you that. I'm just saying, like, I think it's just better if, at this point, not speak to a lawyer. This is insane.
It's crazy.
Bro,
Yeah, I get you.
I get you.
However, he had another story to tell. He explained that he too had been receiving similar threatening messages for a long time from unknown individuals who were constantly following and threatening him. Nathaniel claimed the messages were from a Bulgarian mafia group who allegedly monitored his every move.
This is not taken, bro. How did I tell you this is not taken, bro? You ain't Liam Neeson. Like, you talk with some Bulgarian about, I don't know if they was Bulgarian or what, but bro, this is
even his phone, and knew every detail of his life. As the investigation continued and messages on his phone were examined, to the surprise of the detectives, everything Nathaniel said seemed to be true. This became the most puzzling moment of the case for the detectives. Was there truly a dangerous gang behind all of this?
Nah.
Or had Nathaniel cleverly fabricated the evidence to cover his tracks and avoid getting caught?
Identifying her as 50-year-old Ermelinda Palomo. Palomo was named as a person of interest, together with her fiancé, the suspect, traveling down to Oklahoma just days before 4 bodies were found in a Romeo.
Security footage revealed a shocking detail. Both Nathaniel and Ermelinda had stopped outside the victim's home. Nathaniel exited the car briefly before getting back in, this time in the passenger seat. Ermelinda had been driving the entire time. The next day, Nathaniel and Ermelinda fled the city without notifying the police. Before leaving, Ermelinda sent a message to her family confessing that she was terrified of Nathaniel but felt she had no choice but to go with him. She pleaded with them to take care of her children. Alarmed by her message, her family quickly reported her as a missing and endangered person. Soon, their photos and the news of their disappearance spread across the media. On September 20th, nearly 600 miles from home, police tracked Nathaniel's SUV using his phone and a license plate reader. They were spotted
I don't know that. I really don't. I don't know who did it. Was it both of them? Was it the Bulgarians? Who was it?
A Walmart in Catoosa, Oklahoma, casually shopping for toiletries and leaving the store with smiles. Local authorities were alerted immediately and rushed to the scene. When officers attempted to stop Nathaniel's SUV, he and Ermelinda quickly got in and fled. A high-speed chase ensued, ending when their vehicle crashed into another car and then a concrete median. The SUV caught fire, and gunshots rang out. Ermelinda, wounded, managed to crawl out of the passenger seat and was rushed to the hospital. Inside the car, police found Nathaniel dead. He had shot himself. Despite being taken to the hospital alive, Ermelinda didn't survive.
Bro, you mean to tell me all of this, just that footage to end like this, bro? Like, now we won't know the truth.
Armed and dangerous murder suspect.
For a year after the incident, police continued their investigation, determined to uncover the truth behind the threatening messages and the supposed gang controlling Nathaniel. In 2024, they finally found their answer. The mastermind behind it all, the messages, the fake personas, the paranoia, was none other than Ermelinda. Since
I don't mean to laugh, bro, but damn. Yo, you'd have thought she had me fooled. Not gonna lie, she had me fooled. Shorty's crazy.
2021, she had been creating fake online accounts, posing as hackers, hitmen, and gang members, all feeding Nathaniel a carefully crafted illusion. She manipulated him into believing he was under constant surveillance and had no choice but to obey. She even
Nathaniel, my bad, bro. Like, yo, that is why. So this whole time she manipulated the brother. Like, that's crazy, bro. I can't even have no words. It's like, bro, you mean to tell me you sitting there, you like leave him then? Like, you said this is second affair. Boom, boom. Leave him then. Like, what you
installed tracking apps on his phone to reinforce the lie, occasionally using Bulgarian words and dark web references to make it seem real. In the week leading up to the murder, she sent multiple threats to Zoraida and Alberto, hoping to scare them away. But when that failed, she convinced Nathaniel that Zoraida was a mole and would kill him first if he didn't act. Through one of her fake accounts, she helped Nathaniel plan the murder, guiding him on avoiding cameras and staging the crime as a robbery. Nathaniel thought he was taking...
Not gonna lie. I don't, not mind, Nathaniel. No, I apologize because you still did it. But, damn,
orders from a dangerous cartel. He never realized that the entire time he was only talking to Ermelinda. And in the end, police believe he died never knowing the truth.
There are messages from you, and it's because her husband found out you were having an affair.
Not gonna lie, I like this channel, bro. We gonna watch some more videos with them. That's crazy. I'm gonna get that to y'all next one, bro. Y'all be safe, be careful. Yeah, that's wild.